fucking spawn.
You've got enemy near the HQ. Securing the objective now.
Give it to me, give it to me, give it to me. Lay down, lay down. Thank you.
10 seconds remaining. Enemy inside the perimeter. Secure the HQ.
Now, nigga, if I would have died.
Why did it stop? Why did it stop?
It's because, I don't know. It's not supposed to stop.
Why did it stop?
It's definitely not supposed to stop.
Name down below. No need for introductions. Let's get right down to the subject at hand. And that being, when are we going to get the Call of Duty game that we were promised as a consumer and as a fan base? We were told that we're going to get the start of the new generation of Call of Duty, and this game is anything but it. I know you see video, you type in Modern Warfare 2, and there's negative video after negative video after negative video. People just beating a dead horse. And I told myself I was going to get on that wave. I was going to get on that train. I haven't made a YouTube actual hard set extended content video in 2 years now. 2 years. I just been live streaming on and off with work, and I decided, less than a month from season 2 dropping, and I'm throwing my hat in the ring. I got something to say, and today I'm only speaking on it in this video. When this video started, you already saw in the opening clip, you witnessed the bull jive. You witnessed the foolishness of this game. I'm playing headquarters with my team, with my stack, and it's a highly contested matchup. We're going tooth and nail with these guys, and the timer stops after we capture objective. When we're winning, it's supposed to keep running. In my time of playing headquarters on Modern Warfare 2, when you're in the lead, the timer is going. So, and if you watch the video, watch the clip and pay attention to the timer, when we have the lead, the timer starts. The moment the enemy team contests it, the timer stops, and when we clear them off, it stays locked as if they're still contesting it. And that right there is just a tip of the iceberg of some of the stuff we're going to get into. And I should have known better with these glitches and the issues with this game when day one on opening release. We played the game. Me and my homies were on the game for 5-6 hours, and we played a total of 8 matches. 8 matches in that time. And people told us, it's a new Call of Duty game. It should be expected. This is going to be issues. It always has issues on opening day. And my thing is, the game is coming out. Why is this ability issue so bad? But, I chalked it up to it being just a new Call of Duty, a new experience, a new bigger game with all the camo grinding, the bigger maps, the weapon tuning, all these diverse and intricate abilities of the game, causing an effect on that. So I didn't want to chalk it up. But now that we're less than a month out from season 2, and we got where the game mode literally changes, a glitch that I've never played a Call of Duty game where the game mode changes due to a glitch. And that right there was just the beginning. And it just spiraled out of control, which led us to season 1 now just being the driest thing ever. And in my honest opinion, I think what happened with season 1 was they thought that dry DMZ is horrible. We're going to get back to DMZ. DMZ is horrible. And Warzone 2 was going to be enough with the camo grind to keep everybody locked in for season 1. And it hasn't been. I'm tired of these map remakes. Shoot House is okay. Shipment on this is god awful because the flashes and the stuns, the longevity of the flashes and the stuns. You spawn into the map, you get flash and stun, and you're out of there. You don't stand a chance. So I honestly believe they thought that Warzone 2, with these issues, Warzone guys really don't like it because of the movement and the mechanics, and I'm not a BR guy myself if it's not Apex, so I'm not putting time in onto the new Warzone, no way. It just isn't my cup of tea anymore. I'm burnt out of Warzone. I don't want no more Warzone. As I've said before in the past, and I'll continue to say and advocate, Warzone was the worst thing that happened to Call of Duty, and if you don't believe me, look at when Warzone came out and Call of Duty, and the state of Call of Duty since
initial Warzone release, and every year the product just gets, according to the masses, my personal opinion, the masses said that it gets worse every year. So you take that with what it's worth, and as I said, Warzone is the worst thing that happened to Call of Duty. The gameplay with this, the multiplayer side of the house, the Warzone side, and the DMZ side of the house. Gameplay on DMZ, we talked about Warzone, but they dropped DMZ, talking about DMZ beta, thought DMZ was going to be something that where they were going to be able to tap into that Tarkov community, the guys that play Tarkov, and try and draw some of them away as what they did with Fortnite when they dropped Warzone, and that's not the case. DMZ isn't, I don't like DMZ personally because the AI, you spend more time and more energy and more exhaustion finding AIs than you do PvP. All right, the PvP gunfights are easier in DMZ than the AI, and that right there is just foolish. It doesn't make any sense. So that's my issue with DMZ, and that's the issue I'm hearing from my friends and other people in the community. They do not like the AI. It's too many AI, and the AR are super aggressive, super sweaty. They're almost like CDL clones, it feels like. They tank shots, and they get you out of there in 3. It just doesn't make any sense. We talked about Warzone, talked about DMZ briefly, because I'm not big on those 2 game modes, but I still played them. But what we're going to crack into now and spend the bulk and the majority is we're going to be talking about what I spend most of my time playing, and that's the actual MP multiplayer side of the house. That's always been something I played. That's always going to be something I'm going to continue to play. So with the issue I have, people harp on the skill-based matchmaking. You always hear about skill-based matchmaking, SBMM. SBM doesn't just belong in Call of Duty. It belongs when done correctly. All right, one thing, if you're going to have a ranked playlist, you really don't need SBMM. If you're not going to have a ranked playlist, then yes, run SBMM, but run it correctly. SBMM it should be a lobby of 12 people all on the same level, not a lobby where it's one guy, you give him 5 guys on his team that are less skillful as him, and you put him in a match against 4 guys on his skill level, and you give them 2 bots. Because what is that? That's not skill-based matchmaking. There's no skill behind that. You're expecting 1 guy or 2 guys to carry a team of just straight bots. There's no skill behind that. You're selling these guys out to promote wins and make a better experience for some players. Make a better experience for some players that, in the long run, why are we doing this? Why are we ruining experience for some to try and make it better for others? When you could just, if you're gonna do SBML, put 12 guys in the lobby that are just on the same skill level. At the SBMM, I get what grinds my gears the most, was really gets me pissed off. I'm just gonna say what pisses me off is the perk system. All right, the perk system on here is terrible. I don't understand why I had to play the game for X amount of time to get ghosts, but you're allowing somebody to see the entire enemy map for just getting 4 kills. All right, it's silly, right? You get 4 kills, you get to see the whole map. Who can't get 4 kills? Any half good 1 KD player can get 4 kills in 1 life, and now he gets to see the entire enemy map. Like, what? You're rewarded for 4 kills, and I have to deal with it. And that right there, it doesn't make any sense to me. It's asinine, where the game is already, the gameplay and the maps, the way the maps are set up, it's already hard to rush and move around these maps. So with that being tacked on, and then the guy getting 4 kills, and I don't get ghosts until 6, 7, 8 minutes into the match, what am I supposed to do? Okay, but now before we get out of here, it's 2 more things I want to touch on with the current state of Modern Warfare 2 before I end this video and keep going about my day, because really none of this lead to anything, any changes, no. I just want to stand on my soapbox, The attachment system and the way you're going to load up guns had me at first. It had me in the first half, I'm not going to lie. I was like, yo, this is so cool. I don't have to unlock attachments for the same weapon over and over and over again. But I don't like how I get forced to use some guns that are just dirt in order to get other attachments. Because it'd be like, it was fine, but you think, let's say about the Glock, right? The X13, X12 platform. You got to get a Kimbo to be able to keep camo grinding for the X13 fully auto. But to get that, you have to get the X12 to a certain level to unlock a Kimbo. Then you have to use a Kimbo this much and go back to X13. He's like, what is this? If that was the case, y'all could just left it the way it was. Let me just unlock a Kimbo for the weapons that I want to use it on in. Because I'm not going to use it no Desert Eagles. I'm not going to use the Yosemite Sam snake shot ballast joints. I'm not Yosemite Sam. This ain't a country western movie. I'm not going to use that. So why put me through this? Why put me through that with these attachments? Don't gatekeep these attachments behind weapons and stuff. That right there just cornered me. I really don't like it. And then last but not least, I want to briefly touch on the weapon vaults. You know, they talked about how it's gonna be this new system or this new thing with weapon vaults, and we've only seen one, and there's no word of any more coming anytime soon. So the only weapon vault you have to pay to get the only weapon vault that we have unlocked. So is that gonna be the future? Or weapon vault's gonna be pay to win when it finally we get more weapon vaults? It's just something to keep in mind. Well, YouTube, if you made it to the end of this video and you like what you saw, make sure you leave a thumbs up on this video. If you're not already subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And if you don't have those notifications on, turn your notifications on. Because this is only the start of something new here on my page and on this channel. We have more Call of Duty gameplay coming, so you don't want to miss out.